I created this Trinity Bible study for one of my closest Jehovah Witness friends. As a fundamental Baptist myself, my Jehovah Witness friends kept telling me that we as Baptists got most of our Trinity verses out of the New Testament, and that the Old Testament doesn't teach Trinity at all. So with that in mind, let's find out if the Bible teaches Trinity by comparing both the Old and the New Testament Bible scriptures.
The Father said, "You will be instantaneously somewhere immediately at death." He did? Well, let's take a look. Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So, whatever this is, okay, we know that the spirit, okay, or life itself, of our life, is going to return to God. That at least points to something. Something is going to continue on, okay, after we die. Okay, and the Father said so in Ecclesiastes 12:7. The Son said, "You will be instantaneously somewhere immediately at death." He said this by saying in Luke 23:43, "And Jesus said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise." He also says it in Luke 16:20-23. "And it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried." So here we show two verses, okay, Jesus saying, "Today shalt thou be with me in paradise," to the person, I think it was to the right of him, that was dying on the cross. And then we have the example of the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. And then it shows what normally would happen. The rich man died and he was buried. So what happens when you die? They bury you. So it's going along with a logical, idea that when you die, Christ tells us that when you die, there is something that leaves the body and goes to another place. Ecclesiastes, the Father said it would happen when he says the Spirit shall return unto God who gave it. And then Jesus clearly said it a couple of times when he clarified what happens when we die. Without trying to change what the verses are saying here, it just clearly says that when we die, in this case, the person's spirit was carried off to Abraham's bosom, and when we die, when the person died on the cross with Jesus, that day he would be with him in paradise. And sure enough, Christ died, I guess, about 3 o'clock, okay, in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and when he died, it was still that same day. It was before 6 o'clock. And the person also died because they stabbed him and broke their legs so that they could not stand up to the pressure of the cross, and they also died. So this is a great comparison of the Father saying what happens when we die and when the Son tells.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to watch the next video explaining the examples of the Old and New Testament Trinity verses.